Capricorn, you begin this pivotal month not at the base camp, but already standing at a breathtaking summit of achievement. The cosmic spotlight is focused, brilliant, and unyielding, directly illuminating your every move. The great sun, the source of life and ego, and the quicksilver Mercury, the master of strategy and communication, are radiating through the diplomatic sign of Libra, dominating your 10th house of career, status, and public standing. For the first 10 days, the universe insists on visibility, recognition, and formal validation. This period is the climactic payoff. Any long-term effort you have invested in your professional life, the disciplined sacrifices, the meticulously planned strategies, the patience you demonstrated when others quit, is now culminating in a surge of necessary recognition. Your focus is singular, sharp, and entirely directed at the formal acknowledgement of your authority. With the energy of Libra defining your career sector, your ultimate success is tied not to force, but to fairness and strategic partnership. The 10th house demands that you finalize agreements that solidify your position, and Libra insists that these agreements be elegant, balanced, and equitable. This is the perfect, concentrated window for finalizing major contracts, negotiating a significant raise that correctly reflects your market value, or securing a definitive title change that officially recognizes your earned authority. You are the ultimate voice of structure and reason in your professional field, and the influential are seeking your counsel and consent. The demand is not just to win, but to win justly. This requires you to step back from personal bias and see the total long-term ecosystem. You might find yourself unexpectedly brokering a massive merger or mediating a complex, sensitive disagreement between two executive teams or two major clients. Your unique ability to eliminate emotional noise, identify the highest common ground, and structure an equitable long-term solution is what solidifies your reputation. You are seen not merely as an employee, but as an indispensable architect of structure and stability. The cosmos demands that you utilize charm and diplomatic precision to secure your powerful, elevated position. Your refusal to compromise on ethics will be the very thing that secures your highest reward. With Mercury traversing this house, the power of your written and spoken word is immense. Every email sent, every contract reviewed, and every presentation given carries the weight of your future status. This is the time to pore over the fine print of any document that relates to your title, your compensation, or your long-term benefits. You must ensure the language of your legacy is pristine, clear, and unassailable. Miscommunication now is not a minor error. It is a structural flaw in your kingdom. Psychologically, this transit forces you to shed any lingering discomfort with true authority. You may have worked alongside power for years, but now the mantle is being placed squarely on your shoulders. You must speak from a place of earned mastery, not nervous anticipation. The universe is telling the world, this Capricorn is the definitive expert. Your willingness to accept this role and the corresponding responsibility is the final prerequisite for the promotions being offered. The relentless intensity of your public life is suddenly violently interrupted by a deep, undeniable personal crisis. The full moon in the assertive primal sign of Aries on October 6th. This blinding lunar light shines directly upon your 4th house of home, family, ancestry, and emotional foundation. A full moon brings illumination to a matter that has reached critical mass, and in the impulsive sign of Aries, this truth is often delivered with speed and fire. This is a sudden, powerful realization or definitive turning point concerning your living situation, a deeply felt family matter, or an issue related to inheritance or property. The fundamental tension of this decade is the conflict between the towering 10th house peak and the vulnerable 4th house root. Your professional destiny is accelerating, but your private life is suddenly demanding a non-negotiable resolution. Something foundational must be released or decisively finalized in your domestic sphere to create room for your ultimate professional destiny. You may finalize a complex property sale, commit to a major relocation, or realize that your current home is simply inadequate for the scale of your life and reputation. This is not a slow decision. It is an Aries flash of clarity that demands immediate, powerful action concerning your physical roots. The 4th house rules your ancestral legacy and your earliest conditioning. This full moon may bring a long-running issue with a parent or a deep-seated familial pattern to an unavoidable peak. You realize that you cannot step fully into the power of the 10th house until you have defined your emotional boundaries and claimed your sense of self outside of your family's expectations. This may necessitate a firm final conversation where you assert a new emotional independence. You are forced to draw a definitive line in the sand regarding your right to peace and security. Imagine you receive the official offer for a dream C-suite position that requires a relocation you were dreading. Simultaneously, the full moon forces the sale of your childhood home, a property mired in complex family attachments. The universe is forcing your hand. You must sever the old, comfortable route to embrace the new higher ground. You cannot accept the promotion without first executing the decisive action at home. The emotional challenge is immense, but the clarity is liberating. What is illuminated now, the profound need for structural emotional peace, is the essential prerequisite for the commitment and expansion arriving in the next chapter. You cannot engage in a life-altering partnership, the focus of the second decade, if you are still wrestling with unresolved emotional inheritances. This entire first decade is a cosmic test of your worthiness. Can you wield power with grace, and can you secure your heart with courage? The successful resolution of the 10th or 4th house axis now determines your capacity to receive the life-altering blessings of Jupiter later in the month. The time for deliberation is over. The moment for definitive action in both the public and private spheres is here. Capricorn, you emerge from the intense pressure of the first decade feeling anchored and professionally validated. Now the cosmos insists you redirect your immense focus toward the one area that will exponentially multiply your success: the vow of partnership. This decade is defined by a singular, life-altering event in your commitment sector. The energy transition is ushered in subtly around the 9th as Venus, the planet of value and affection, glides into Virgo, ascending to your 9th house of higher truth, travel, and philosophy. This calls for a practical, disciplined approach to learning and travel. Your wisdom must now be tested against a rigorous standard of ethics. You find yourself attracted to people who are wise, well-traveled, and possess a profound moral code. Your values shift toward expansion, preparing you for the great growth about to happen in your relationships. This entire month, and indeed the next year of your life, hinges on one monumental event: the ingress of the great benefic Jupiter into the watery, powerful sign of Cancer on October 18th. Jupiter settles directly into your 7th house of partnerships, contracts, and open enemies. For you, the reserved and structural sign, the 7th house governs all one-on-one commitments, be they marriage, long-term dating, or significant business alliances. When Jupiter, the great expander and giver of fortune, enters this house, it doesn't just offer you a new relationship. It offers massive, transformative opportunities delivered through existing or soon-to-be formed partnerships. This is a blessing of union that you have been unconsciously preparing for. The frustrations that have plagued your commitments, contractual disputes, misunderstandings, or a lack of mutual growth, will begin to dissolve with uncanny ease. You are being positioned to merge your path with a person or entity that offers significant expansion, protection, and opportunity, acting as a direct conduit for Jupiter's luck. The sheer magnitude of this transit means that any partnership, romantic or professional, that enters your life now carries the seed of long-term fortune and growth. The energy here is dynamic, demanding that you move beyond your solitary ambitions and embrace the strength of a shared vision. A dating relationship may suddenly and rapidly move to the next level of commitment. An engagement, a marriage, or a significant decision to merge your homes and lives. The partner who enters or deepens their presence in your life now is a source of profound stability and opportunity, offering access to resources or influence that would be difficult to attain alone. You realize that this person is not an obstacle to your goals, but the architectural partner needed to build your legacy higher. If you are seeking a new job, the offer may come through a powerful person who acts as your champion, or you may find yourself presented with a long-desired business contract or partnership that materializes with surprisingly favorable terms. The company or person you merge with acts as a catalyst for financial or professional growth, offering a network or resource pool you previously lacked. The universe is telling you, your next great achievement cannot be attained alone. It requires the strength and vision of a trusted ally. Jupiter's presence in the 7th house also acts as a powerful relational audit. Any partnership, business or romantic, that is fundamentally flawed, dishonest, or stagnant will be dramatically exposed. Jupiter magnifies everything it touches, including discord. If a relationship has been secretly unhealthy, this transit will bring the truth to the surface, allowing you to dissolve the union cleanly and quickly, making room for the blessed commitments to enter. Furthermore, the 7th house governs open enemies. If there is a person actively working against you, Jupiter will bring that antagonism into the light, allowing you to clearly see your opponent. However, with Jupiter's benevolent influence, you are protected. The opposition may inadvertently expose their own flaws or provide you with a legal advantage, transforming the rivalry into an unexpected opportunity for victory. The central psychological demand of Jupiter in the 7th house is the vow of trust. You, the sign of ultimate control, must be willing to let go of absolute personal authority and allow another powerful person to share your domain. The rewards of this partnership are exponential, but they require a profound shift in perspective. You must believe that two can build a mountain higher than one can build a hill. This transit insists that you view your partners not as dependencies, but as powerful co-creators and sources of reciprocal luck. The emotional challenge lies in accepting that true power is found in mutual respect, not solitary dominance. The wealth and opportunities arriving now are contingent upon your ability to commit fully, with integrity and open vision, to the shared path. This decade is a profound, life-altering experience. The cosmos is handing you the key to relational fortune. Your job is to select your allies with wisdom, commit with integrity, and embrace the fact that your greatest expansion will happen beside another. Capricorn, you have climbed the corporate ladder and forged a powerful alliance. Now the universe insists that you turn your intense focus away from immediate personal gains and toward your long-term legacy and the collective that will carry your vision forward. You are moving from the defined world of contracts to the expansive realm of consequences. On October 23rd, the Sun crosses into the intense fixed sign of Scorpio, illuminating your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and community. This is a profound energetic shift. The focused ambition of your career must now translate into strategic networking and community building. Your attention moves from what you are doing right now to what you will be doing 5 years from now. The 11th house governs your hopes, your wildest dreams, and the people who help you realize them. With the Scorpio energy here, this is not a time for casual socializing. It is a period for a ruthless, tactical audit of your alliances. You are being called to collaborate, mentor, and align your secured professional success with the progress of a larger, visionary group. You should use this time to connect with people who share your vision for the future. The innovators, the thought leaders, the disruptors, not just the people who sign your paychecks today. You may find yourself invited to join a powerful board, launch a strategic group project that has been merely an idea, or realize that a casual acquaintance now holds a critical, game-changing key to your next major breakthrough. The strength of your future is directly measured by the quality, loyalty, and ambition of your current network. This feeling of collective purpose is magnified by a highly strategic and powerful transit. Mars, the planet of action and drive, enters Scorpio on October 27th, supercharging your 11th house. Mars in the 11th house is the ultimate goal execution transit. It gives you the relentless drive to pursue your long-term goals and execute your networking strategy with surgical precision. This is the perfect window to aggressively pursue funding for a group project, launch a major collaborative initiative you've been sitting on, or clearly define and defend the boundaries within a team. You will feel an undeniable surge of energy directed toward turning your most ambitious dreams into tangible reality. The Mars boost ensures that any goal you commit to now will be pursued with a level of intense, focused will that is nearly unstoppable. Use this high-octane drive to launch the initiative that will define your success 6 months from now. Your action must be collective, aimed at the future, and deeply strategic. With Mars here, any toxic or stagnant element within your team or network will be forcefully exposed. This is the time to ruthlessly but cleanly cut ties with any individual or group whose low ambition or lack of integrity threatens your ultimate vision. The warrior energy demands that you protect your future from sabotage. The month culminates with the potent new moon in Scorpio in your 11th house. A new moon is always a blank slate, and here, it is a blueprint for the future legacy. This is your most powerful moment of the year to plant seeds for your ultimate collective destiny. Set clear, powerful, non-negotiable intentions around who you want to partner with for a major project, what high-level career aspiration you want to achieve next year, and how you plan to contribute your newfound authority and wealth to your chosen community. The entire month has led to this moment. You received the promotion, you secured the partner, and now you must invest that success into the future. This final decade is your opportunity to leverage your current powerful standing to build the infrastructure of your long-term legacy. The ambition is not enough. The strategic network and the future blueprint are the crucial final ingredients. You must now act as the visionary architect of your greatest year yet.